Hello, third graders. Today we are going to do math lessons. Well, we're going to go through 3, 4, 5, and 6. So far in this book, and for about the first 25 lessons, it is mostly review from your third grade book. So I'm going to go over it very quickly because you've already had this information. But this is just a refresher to get you going again. Before I forget, with each lesson you will have a speed test. Speed tests, they are, I think it's 100 problems. They are for 4 minutes. If you want to have somebody time you, you could. If you don't have anybody to time you, just go ahead and do it all without being timed. But if you are timed, circle the ones that you don't get done in the 4 minutes and then go back and finish them. Please staple that onto the back of your lesson. Now, I'm getting a lot of lessons in with no name and no lesson number on them. Please remember to put your name on it and the lesson numbers. It's very hard to figure it out, especially if they're not stapled together and they get all mixed up. So please do that for me, okay? So I want you to turn to lesson 3. It's on page 9 in your 5-4 book. You keep the other book at home yet in case you have math corrections that I need to send home, like from the test that you did last week. Or that was a long test, wasn't it? But I hope you found out it wasn't as hard as you thought. All you had to do was circle the correct answer. Some of them you had to figure out, but not all of them. Some of them you already knew the answer. But anyway, I hope you didn't have trouble with that test. I'll see when I correct them. So, lesson 3, sequences and digits. Let's go to new concepts. It says, counting is a math skill we learn early in life. Counting by ones, we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then so on. These numbers are called counting numbers. The counting numbers continue without end. We may also count by other numbers other than ones, such as counting by 2s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, counting by 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. These are examples of counting patterns. A counting pattern is a sequence. The 3 dots means that the sequence continues without end. A counting sequence may count up or count down. We can study a counting sequence to discover a rule for the sequence. Then we can find more numbers in the sequence. Turn the page. Example number 1. Find the rule and the next 3 numbers of this counting sequence. Well, the sequence is 10, 20, 30, 40. So what are they doing? They're counting by tens. The next 3 numbers would be 50, 60, and 70. So our rule would be plus 10 because we're adding 10. Example number 2, find the missing counting sequence, then find the missing number in the sequence. Well, it's 30, 27, 24, 21, blank, 15. Well, you can tell that they are subtracting. How much are they subtracting? Well, 3. So 21 minus 3 would be 18, so 18 would go on the line. And our rule would be minus 3. Look at the word where it says digits now. To write numbers, we use digits. Digits are the numerals 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. The number 356 has 3 digits, and the last digit is 6. The number 67,896,094 has 8 digits, and the last digit is 4. Let's look at example number 3 right quick. The number 64,000 has how many digits? Well, we count them. There's a 6, the 4, and the 3 zeros, so it has 5 digits. What is the last digit? Example number 4, what is the last digit of 2001? Well, the last digit of 2001 is 1. Once again, when you go back to do these lessons, read through the whole lesson first before you even start it. I want to give you a hint on your problem set, part problems 11 through 14. Not only do they want you to fill in the sequence, they want you to write the rule. So you would say, like on number 1, excuse me, I'm mixed up. On number 11, they are counting up, so it would be plus something. I'll let you figure it out. Number 14, they are subtracting, so your rule number would be minus something. Okay, let's go to lesson 4, place value, and that is on page 13. New concept. To help us with the idea of place value, we will use pictures to show different amounts of money. We will use $100 bills, $10 bills, and $1 bills. Example, how much money is shown in this picture? Well, we see there are 2 $100 bills, so it's 200. There are 4 $10 bills, so it'd be 240, and then 3 $1 bills, so it'd be $243. Example number 2 says use money manipulatives or draw a design to show how to write $324 with $300 bills, $10 bills, and $1 bills. If you turn the page, you can see the picture. They drew 3 $100 bills, 2 $10 bills, and 4 $1 bills. Now, example number 3, use the manipulatives or draw a design to show both $203 and $230, which is the greater amount of money, $203 or $230. Well, you can see the amount, $230, is greater than $203. So, example number 4, the digit 7 is in what place in 753? So, the 7 is in the 3rd place from the right, which shows the number of hundreds. So, 7 is in the hundreds place. And please write out the word hundreds when you do this in your lesson, not just the number 100. Write out the word hundreds. Look at lesson number 5, ordinal numbers and months of the year. I'm on page 17 now. It says in new concepts, if we want to count the number of children in a line, we say 1, 2, 3, 4. These numbers tell us how many children we have counted. To describe a position in a line, we use words like first, second, third, and fourth. Numbers that tell position or order are called ordinal numbers. Example number 1, there are 10 children in the lunch line. Pedro is 4th in line. How many children are in front of Pedro? And how many children are behind him? Now, when you have a question like this, it's good to draw a diagram. No, you don't have to draw the people out. You can just use X's or zeros or something like that. You don't have to draw the stick figures. But you draw however many it tells you. In this case, it's 10, so they drew 10 children. Pedro was 4th, so they circled Pedro and wrote his name above there. They want to know how many are in front of him. Well, we can just count. 1, 2, 3. 3 are in front of Pedro. How many are behind him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 children behind Pedro. Turn the page. It says many times ordinal numbers are abbreviated. The abbreviation consists of a counting number and the letters S, T, N, D, R, D, or TH. You notice on 3rd here, I use RD. So when you want to write the abbreviation, you can look at that chart if you don't know them. Example number 2, Andy is 13th in line. Kobe is 3rd in line. How many students are between them? No, you just can't subtract. You need to draw your diagram. They mark Kobe as the third person in line. Andy is the 13th person in line. How many are between them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you just tried to subtract 13 minus 3, you get 10, and that would be the wrong answer. So you always draw a diagram and count them. Now, months of the year. We use ordinal numbers to describe the months of the year and the days of each month. This table lists the 12 months of the year in order. A common year is 365 days long. A leap year is 366 days long. The extra day in a leap year is added to February. So they have the months listed, what ordinal number it is, and how many days it has. Let's go to the top of page 19. When writing dates, we can use numbers to represent the month, day, and year. For example, if Robert was born on the 2nd day of June 1988, then we could write his birth date this way. The 6 stands for the month, the 2 stands for the day, and the year 1988. So he was born June 2nd, 1988. Okay, example number 3. Jenny wrote her birth date as 7/8/89. In which month was she born? Well, if you look over here, the 7th month is July, if you don't already know that. She was born on the 8th day of July, and in the year 1989. When confusion is unlikely, we often abbreviate years by using only the last 2 digits of the year. So we assume that Jenny was born in 1989. Example number 4. Mr. Chitsy's driver's license expired on 4/29/03. Write the date using the name of the month and all 4 digits of the year. So the 4th month, if you look at your chart, was April. So it's April 29th, and the year 2003. Okay, let's go to lesson number 6 right quick. On page 21. Review of subtraction and addition and subtraction fact families. Well, remember that when we add, we combine the 2 groups into 1 group. So 4 plus 2 equals 6. When we subtract, we separate 1 group into 2 groups. Take away 2 from 6. When we subtract, 6 minus 2 equals 4. When we subtract one number from another number, the answer is called the difference. Don't forget that word. Excuse me. If we subtract 2 from 6, the difference is 4. Turn the page. Hang on a minute, I gotta have a drink. My throat's getting dry. Okay? And here they show you 2 ways to write subtraction, either up and down or across. Now let's look at part B where it says addition and subtraction fact families. A fact family is a group of 3 numbers that can be arranged to form 4 facts. The 3 numbers 2, 4, and 6 form an addition and subtraction fact family. 2 plus 4 is 6, or 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 minus 2 is 4, and 6 minus 4 is 2. Remember, when they give you 3 numbers in your lesson and want the fact, addition, and subtraction families, you need to have 4 problems. 2 addition and 2 subtraction. We've done this many times, so I'm going over it very quickly. I hope you remember all this stuff. When you go back to do your lessons now, read all of lesson 3 and then do lesson 3. Read all of lesson 4 and then do lesson 4. And do the same with 5 and 6. Don't just start it. Read the lesson first. If you have any problems, you can give me a call and I will try to help you. So, good luck.